What if, tomorrow morning, you woke up and toilets no longer existed? No flushing, no plumbing, no clean bathrooms, just the raw, unavoidable reality of human waste. It sounds unimaginable, even terrifying. But for most of human history, this wasn't a nightmare. It was normal. We rarely think about toilets. They're quiet, invisible, taken for granted. But behind that simple flush lies one of the most important and overlooked stories of human civilization. A story of survival, of disease, of innovation, and of how something as basic as sanitation changed the fate of millions. This is the story of the toilet. Let's go back thousands of years to the earliest civilizations. In places like Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley, people began forming cities, tight, crowded communities. But with growth came a problem no one could ignore: waste. At first, the solution was simple: holes in the ground. Some homes had clay pipes or primitive drains. In the Indus Valley, incredibly, entire cities were designed with basic sewage systems. Think about that. Over 4,000 years ago, humans were already trying to solve a problem we still deal with today. But most of the world wasn't so advanced. For many, waste was just dumped nearby. And as populations grew, so did the danger. Now enter ancient Rome, a civilization known for roads, aqueducts, and surprisingly, public bathrooms. Roman latrines were large, open rooms lined with stone benches. Each bench had holes carved into it, placed side by side. There were no walls, no doors. People sat together, talked together, even laughed together. Going to the bathroom wasn't private, it was social. Underneath, water constantly flowed, carrying waste away through early sewer systems. It was brilliant engineering for its time. But still, imagine having a conversation in that setting. Different world, right? The Dark Ages, sanitation collapse. Then came the Middle Ages. And instead of improving, sanitation collapsed. Cities became crowded, dirty, and chaotic. People relied on chamber pots, simple containers kept inside homes. And when they were full, many dumped them straight out of windows into the streets below. Yes, streets filled with waste. The smell was unbearable. The environment was toxic. And worst of all, disease spread rapidly. Plagues and infections thrived in these conditions. Sanitation wasn't just uncomfortable anymore. It was deadly. Early innovations. But even in dark times, innovation never fully stopped. In the late 1500s, an English inventor named Sir John Harington created one of the first flushable toilets. It even made its way into the palace of Queen Elizabeth I. For the first time, waste could be washed away with water. It sounded revolutionary. But there was a major flaw. The design allowed sewer gases, terrible smells, to rise back into the home. So despite its brilliance, people weren't ready to embrace it. The world needed something better. The breakthrough: modern toilets. That breakthrough finally came in the 19th century. As cities expanded during the Industrial Revolution, sanitation became a crisis. Diseases like cholera spread through contaminated water. People began to realize this wasn't just about comfort. It was about survival. Engineers and plumbers stepped in. And one simple but powerful innovation changed everything: the S-shaped pipe. This curved pipe held a small amount of water, creating a seal that blocked sewer gases from coming back up. It was simple, effective, life-changing. Now, toilets could be used indoors, without the smell. And with proper sewer systems, waste could be safely removed from cities. For the first time in history, sanitation began to truly protect human health. The impact was massive. Cleaner cities, safer drinking water, longer life expectancy. Diseases that once killed thousands began to decline. And all because of something we rarely think about: a toilet. It didn't just improve comfort. It reshaped civilization. It allowed cities to grow larger, healthier, and more sustainable. In many ways, modern society as we know it wouldn't exist without it. Today, flushing a toilet is second nature. We do it without thinking. But not everyone in the world has access to safe sanitation. Millions still rely on unsafe methods. And the same problems humanity faced thousands of years ago still exist in some places. Which reminds us, this story isn't just history. It's ongoing. So next time you walk into a bathroom, pause for just a second. Because you're not just using a modern convenience. You're using the result of thousands of years of human struggle, innovation, and survival. From ancient pits in the ground, to Roman social spaces, to the chaos of medieval streets, to the clean, private systems we rely on today. It's more than a toilet. It's one of humanity's greatest achievements. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Because sometimes, the most ordinary things have the most extraordinary stories.